Hey Red Raiders, or maybe you're not a Red Raider quite yet and you need some tips on applying for college. Well, I'm here to help you out and give you some of my top 10 tips for applying to college. I'm a junior at Texas Tech. I'm a double major, triple minor. I know a lot about applying for college and applying for school, and now I'm even applying for graduate schools. So I'm in the same boat as y'all, just on the next level. So let's hop into this video. Okay, my very first tip, which I think is going to be the most important, is college essays are so important. So I know some of y'all might be looking around and seeing that the college essay isn't required. It's more for scholarship purposes, or you're already going to get in because you're in the top 10% or something like that. So why spend your time writing this essay? Let me tell you, that essay is a game changer. First of all, like I mentioned, that essay is going to help you get scholarships. So you have got to write it. It also really helps the college get an idea of who you are. Most colleges you don't go do an interview for, they never meet you. All they see is your numbers, your statistics all on a page, and they never really get a chance to know who you are. And this essay gives them a chance to do just that, to meet you and really get excited about you as a possible student of their university. Tip number 2. I'm still gonna be talking about that essay, y'all. Do not make it generic, okay? Whenever I was writing my college essay, my very first essay was very generic. I talked about why I wanted to go to college. I talked about my life, but in a very broad perspective. And my little sister right now is a senior, and she's also applying for college, and I'm helping her with her college essay. And not to throw her out there, but her first one was very basic. She talked about just why she wanted to pursue music as a career and be a band director. And it was a good essay, and I told her that. But the thing is, anybody could have written that essay. You see, you have to write an essay that only you can write. Don't be afraid to get vulnerable with them, to tell them the deepest things that have happened to you, because the thing is, you're never gonna meet these people most of the time. You won't really see them. You're not gonna interact with the people that are in charge of reading your college essays. And do you know how many they're reading? The odds of them actually remembering your essay, pretty small. So write from your heart. Tell them everything that you've gone through, what's made you you, and really tell them the real reason you're pursuing your future career, why you want to do what you want to do, why you want to go to college, what your life has looks like up to now. It's also a really good place if you have a financial need that isn't shown on your FAFSA. So if from the looks of it, so like for example, I have 4 sisters, but if you look at my FAFSA with my parents' income, it doesn't really look like my family needs much help. But I'm the 4th of 5, so all 3 of my sisters above me have gone to college, so that's something that they would never know about me. So right there in that essay, I make sure and point out that although my parents blah, I've had 3 sisters before me go to college, and I have a little sister who has to go to college after me, really showing them another reason that I might need some help financially. So really use that essay to your advantage. And those 2 tips, I'm really like, if you hear nothing else, write your college essay and write it vulnerably, because trust me, it'll come in handy. Okay, I was about to go on to tip number 3, but because I've been helping my little sister apply for college, I have manipulated her into making a cameo on this week's vlog. So I'm gonna pull her in here and ask her a few questions that she has about applying for college, what's stressing her out, stuff like that, and hopefully y'all have some of the same questions and we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So let's do this. Ta-da! It's Brooklyn! This is my little sister, and what grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
Are you applying for college right now?
Yes.
Okay, so Brooklyn, what is the most stressful thing about applying for college?
Writing the essay for the application.
Why do you think that stresses you out?
Because I am not a strong writer.
Good thing we just talked about how it's not about your writing skill, it's about the content, it's about what you put in there. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for your heart, right?
Right.
Okay, what is something that you didn't know was going to be on the application process that you were surprised about?
So many things. There's so much stuff I didn't know about.
Like
Like job experience. and volunteer hours, and just like pretty much you need a whole resume prepared. I didn't know that.
I did tell her her freshman year, but you know, sometimes you just, yeah, it is. And you know, you always think like, I'll get around to it later, right? And you're like, oh, I'll make a resume at some point, or I'll figure that out. But then your senior year comes and you're like, oh shoot, I'm applying for college, right? Okay, how are you deciding what colleges you want to apply for?
I don't know. Like, cost obviously is important. I'm probably gonna stay in Texas, most likely.
Location, cost.
That they have a good music program, because I want to go to music. So
yeah, I think that's a good point. Definitely look at the programs that you're interested in. Don't just base it off the college as a whole, because maybe, for example, Texas Tech would be a really, really strong college for one major, but maybe we don't have the best program for another major. So really look into the specific program that you think you want to pursue at your college, not just the college as a whole. So Brooklyn wants to be a band director. So she's looking at the music programs of every college, and that's one of a main factor in her decision. Okay, anything else? You looking at restaurants around town, stuff to do?
Didn't think about that. Nope. Should be.
The restaurants, man.
That's very important.
Well, you know, some people really can't do small town vibes, and some people can't do big towns. Or have you looked at like the size of the colleges? Like, do you know you want to go to a big school or a small school?
Probably a big one.
Yeah, so we're both from a really, really small town. So we grew up, like, how much is your graduating class? 120?
111.
111. So Brooklyn doesn't want to live that again, right? She's not trying to go to a small little college where she only has 10 to 15 people in a class. I think she's kind of excited.
Disappear into the crowd.
Yeah, she wants to be a small fish in a big pond. So that's one reason you are looking at Tech. She's looking at UT, places like that where are a lot bigger, and she can have those classes of like 400 people, and also have the resources of a big college. Also look into that. Sometimes the bigger colleges have bigger resources. Let's see. Has there been any fun aspect of applying to college yet? And looking at colleges?
I don't know, it's always exciting getting like mail from like a cool college. You feel like special, even though I've been getting them for like a while, but like
still it's like, oh, someone wants me.
They know my name. So like, hey Brooklyn. I'm like, whoa.
I'm famous.
And like going on colleges' websites is fun. It's like fun to look at all the stuff they have, and like, you know.
Yeah. Well, I feel like applying to college is the first like real experience you have. You're like, oh, yeah. I'm actually graduating. Yeah. I'm gonna be an adult and live in a dorm. Have you looked at dorms?
No.
Because you might want to look at those before you make. Just kidding. Do not let the dorm room decide your final decision. I will say Tech has some pretty nice dorms though. Let's see. One final question for you about applying to college. If there's one thing you wish you would have known your freshman year, what would you have wished you know? What do you wish I would have told you about applying for college? That like
freshman year?
Yeah, like you came into high school and you wish I would have said, hey, Brooklyn.
I don't know.
Or do you think you shouldn't worry about it till your senior year? What do you think?
I mean, it's important to like remember the stuff you're involved in from freshman year, but I did remember that, so I did. She told me to do that, to keep up with every single thing you're involved in, and every award you get, keep up with it.
Write it down. That. It's really simple. Like Brooklyn, I made her start a Google Doc her freshman year, and she just every time she did something, got an award, even like the small things that you think don't matter. Literally throw everything on that college application. Anything looks good. So that is a good hint. So if you are a freshman or a sophomore in high school watching this video for some reason, do it. If you're a senior, if you're in college and you have little siblings, tell them to do it. Well, I think that's all I have for you, Brooklyn. So thank you for making a cameo as our resident high schooler applying for college. And I'm gonna finish up giving y'all the rest of our little tips. So, goodbye. Okay, tip number 3. Brooklyn just mentioned it. That is, start a list of literally everything you've ever done. Tip number 4, finish your college application as early as possible. You have got to. Trust me, it'll make your life so much less stressful. If you're a junior right now, fill out your college application as soon as it opens in the summer, or at least start working on it, because senior year is stressful. You've got a lot going on. You're doing all of your last. You don't want to be concerned with filling out your college application. Tip number 5. If you're applying for college and that's something that you really want to do, you want to pursue the degree, you're already doing everything right. Stop stressing, enjoy it, breathe. It's your senior year. It's all gonna work out in the end, and I really hope to see you in Raiderland. So y'all, I hope you have fun applying for college, and if y'all have any other questions that I didn't answer, leave a comment down below and I will definitely answer those. Y'all are awesome, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye y'all, Wreck 'em.